and welcome to video 3 of A Squash and a Squeeze. So these are the worksheets that I will put for you onto the Google Classroom. So the first page here, we have our word of the week, curious, and have a look back through video 2 to see exactly the meaning, choose a synonym and an antonym, and then let's see you write the word curious in a sentence so I can see that you've really understood it. And please try and use the meaning that we've used it in this book, which is unusual or peculiar, not the curious that means you want to find something out. And then let's have a look at some word skills here. In the book, you'll notice that there's lots of what we call contractions. So that's where you've got a word or two words like I will. And when you're talking or you want it to be, a little bit quicker and a bit more sort of natural as you're talking, you don't tend to say I will. You shorten it to I'll. So when we shorten it, we take out two of the letters. If you can see there, we've got I will. We've taken out the W and the I. And to indicate that we've taken those letters out, we use an apostrophe and we end up with I'll. So that's used a lot in this story and we use it all the time when we're talking. Another example is have not. That can be contracted into haven't. So in that case, we've just dropped the E and the O and we've merged it all together and we've stuck a little apostrophe there. Oh, sorry, no, we haven't. Sorry, apologies. We've just removed the O and we've just replaced that with an apostrophe. Sorry, of course, we've kept the E there. I don't know what I'm talking about today. And then the other one here we've got is here is, and that can be contracted into here's. So in this case, we've just lost the letter I and replaced again with an apostrophe. Sometimes you don't just remove a letter, you actually have to change the word a little bit. So in the case of will not, when you contract that, you don't say willn't. You say won't. So the O in that case, the I in that case changes to an O and you end up with won't. So there are a couple of exceptions, but these, again, the more you read, the more you write, you'll get familiar with these as you go along. So there is a video that I found that could explain this to you in a little bit more of a fun cartoon way. So if you want to have a look at that, if you're not sure, then please do. And then let's have a look through the story here, or some of the words in the story, and see if we can connect each contraction with the full word. Now, I was having a few technical issues this week. Oh, my computer, don't ask me. Anyway, I wanted to put these in boxes and for reasons that I don't understand, it wouldn't work. So you'll just have to draw a circle around each one and join them up. So I shall give you an example. In fact, what have I done with my pen? Anyway, let me see. Oh, there it is. Sorry about this, folks. I should have had a pen on my desk then. There we go. Okay. Over there, and let's have a quick look. So if you do this, you could circle the word, for example, won't here, and then let's have a look on, so that's one of the blue ones. I hope this has come out blue on when you've printed it out, and then have a look into the red words here and see if you can find the one that links with won't. So in this case, it's won't is will not, so you can draw a line down to will not. Okay, right, let's have a look at the next page. So yes, just fill those in. It's quite straightforward, but it'd be good if you can just show me that you fully understand that. Then, as I mentioned when we read the story, there were some synonyms for the word small. Can you remember them and list them here? And then also we had an antonym for the word small. So can you find that as well? Have a look back on video 1 if you're not sure, but I did go through them, so you should be able to hopefully remember at least a couple of them there. Then we have a comprehension quiz, which is just some questions about the story to see if you were following along. So, why was the old lady grumbling at the beginning of the story? In what order did the old lady bring the animals into the house? How did the pig cause chaos? You may need to go back and watch video 1 again to remind yourselves of this. What did the goat chew? Do you think the old man was wise? And why was the woman happy at the end of the story? Now, this is the very interesting part. There is a sort of moral to this story, and we will look at that again next week. But there's a sort of message to say to you, maybe you should be, perhaps you think it should be happy with what you've got and realise that maybe sometimes what you've got is all that you really need. So have a little think about why she was happy at the end of the story. Then I'd like you to have a think and imagine another animal was invited into the house. You can imagine any animal you like. Anything, you could maybe an elephant, a rhinoceros, a duck-billed platypus, a frog. Can you imagine what would happen if the animal came in and the chaos that it might cause? Maybe if it was an elephant, it might stand and break the table. Or maybe if it was a snake, it would crawl around the lady's leg, the old lady's leg, and make her terrified or something. So have a think about what you could do if you were going to add an extra animal into that story. And you can draw a picture of that as well. And then here we've just got some missing words, just to see if you can follow along and see what would be missing. So the word bank is here. See if you can follow along and write in the missing word. And a story map, so you can write the characters, the setting, beginning, middle and end of the story there for me. Now just a fun maze with some farmyard animals, so see if you can find them back. The first one's done for you, the chicken finding his way back into the chicken's pen, so see if you can do that one. And then a word search for words that appear in the story. And then we have a spot the difference. I say these are really good for your analysing skills and your visual discrimination skills. So see if you can find 5 differences between those 2 pictures. Have fun colouring, and you can add the little old lady in if you like, and maybe some of the animals if you want to. And then this is a rhyming activity. See if you can join one word, find a word, for example, the word jig, and see if you can go around and find a word that matches that in terms of rhymes with that, sorry. So for example, jig, I would draw a line to pig. Jig and pig rhyme. So see if you can complete those. And then we have another activity where can you draw a line to match the character to the name. So we've got the lady, the man, hen, cow, goat and pig. And when you've drawn the line, so for example, the lady, I would draw a line from the word there, lady, to the picture of the lady there. And then can you put those in alphabetical order? Is that something we do each week when we're looking up our word of the week in the dictionary? We have to look it up in alphabetical order. So see if you can list those words in alphabetical order as well. And then we have finally some handwriting practice using words from the story. So if you tune back into video 4, I will go through this and I will see what sort of answers I would have expected you to have. Okay, thank you, bye.